Okay, welcome to this channel. We are going to be doing a foundational, which means beginner mat class today. I am excited to teach it to you guys. It's pretty much for all beginner level. There may be a couple moves in here that seem more intermediate, but it is a foundational class. So you guys can stand up with me. We're going to do some roll downs. So coming onto your mat, we're going to be about hip width distance apart, which is about the size of your fist in between your feet. Going to come on up, slight micro bend in these knees. Arms will be to your side, chest lifted up. And when you're ready, we're going to start by taking the crown of your head and slowly bringing it into your chest as we start to slowly roll down through our spine, articulating through each vertebrae as we lower down to the mat as far as we can, keeping those palms facing in. Take a breath here, and when you're ready, we're going to slowly articulate back up with that lower spine first, coming all the way back to the top of the spine. Crown of the head will be the last thing to come up. And we're going to do one more just like that. So starting with the crown of your head just coming into your chest as we slowly lower down. Those arms will just follow and flow naturally, letting the neck hang and relax at the bottom. Just take a few deep breaths here, in and out. And when you're ready on your next exhale, we're going to come all the way back up to the very top of that stance, just getting the body warmed up. All right, and when you're ready, we're gonna come take a lay down on our mat and start with our foundational warm up. So, you're gonna lay down on your mat, bending your knees, bringing them in. Again, we're gonna have our feet hip width distance apart. Arms will be active and pushing into the mat at all times during this exercise. We're gonna start with our pelvic curl. So inhale to prepare, and on your next exhale, we're gonna start by posteriorly tilting that pelvis up to the sky and rolling up through the spine as we come to the ceiling, hitting this diagonal line. Inhale to pause, and as you exhale, we're going to slowly roll all the way back down. Again, hitting each vertebrae at a time. So again, inhale to prepare, and as we exhale, we're going to posteriorly tilt that pelvis up, coming into this diagonal line you see right here. We're not all the way up like this, just in this nice stable line, and exhaling as we come all the way back down. We're gonna do two more just like that. So breathe with me as we inhale and exhale, rolling up, starting with those abdominals as we roll to the very top of this bridge. And exhaling as we start with the spine and work our way back down through the pelvis. And one more. Inhale to prepare, and exhale as we roll all the way up. Try not to let those knees splay. Active arms pushing down. And exhale as we come all the way down. Perfect. Bring those arms to the sky. Palms facing in, and drop those arms out to a T beside you. We're going to bring our right leg to tabletop and then our left leg to tabletop. Trying to keep this tabletop in a perfect 90-degree angle, which is hard to do, but do your best to stay in this position. Legs will be together the whole time, feet pointed, and we're going to inhale as we twist with just our legs as one unit to the right. Exhaling as we come back to center. Again, keeping those knees together as we inhale to the other side of the room. Exhaling as we come back to center. Keep going, guys. And as we do this, remember to keep those shoulder blades down. They should not be coming off the mat when you twist. Don't want to be twisting so far that those shoulder blades are coming off the mat. Just really trying to keep those feet together, those legs together as we work through this. This is called spine twist supine. Feels nice on the back. It's also very challenging to keep those legs together. Nice. And one more to each side as As we inhale to the right, exhaling back to center, and last side, inhaling back over, and exhaling to center. Perfect, we're gonna bring one foot down, bring the other foot down. We're gonna clasp those hands and intertwine our fingers together, and place your arms behind your head. Now from here, we're gonna come into our chest lift. You want your elbows to be in your peripheral vision, so not down on the mat like this, and not up like this. Just in this nice position right here. Feet are exactly the same, hip width distance apart. And on your next exhale, you're just gonna lift that head, neck, and chest up into your highest chest lift. Inhale to pause, exhale as you come all the way back down. We're gonna do this a few times now, so again, inhale to prepare, and exhale as you come all the way up to your highest chest lift. Inhaling at the top, and exhaling all the way down. This is not a simple exercise, and it's part of the warm-up, but as you can see, I am shaking at the top, and that's okay. If you want to come to your highest point, whether that's here or all the way up here, that's okay. Just focusing on that breath as we inhale to prepare, exhale coming all the way up, inhaling as we at the top, and exhale to come down. We're gonna do one more just like that, but this time we're gonna hold it at the top to prepare for our chest lift with rotation. So, inhale to prepare, exhale as we roll up, stopping here, and we're gonna think about rotating first to our right side. So we're gonna exhale as we go to our right, inhale to center, exhale to left, to center. Now for this, you want to just think about, it's a very slight rotation. Trying to really stay in those abdominals as our eye gaze comes to the very sides of our thighs. Not trying to come into a side bend, but more of a rotation while you maintain that chest lift the whole time. One more on each side. And other side, back to center, and exhale all the way down. Okay, coming into our single leg lift, we're going to start with our left foot coming up into tabletop. Feet will be pointed. We're going to inhale as we lower the foot down, exhale as we come up. Inhale as we lower, exhale, come up. You want to think about keeping this perfect 90-degree angle right here with your leg. Trying not to come too far out like that or too far in. Really holding that 90 degrees as we lower and lift. One more, then we're going to switch sides. And place that foot down. Lift the other foot up. And again, inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Maintaining that perfect 90 degrees. Eyes just looking up at the ceiling as we keep that foot pointed. And last one as we lower and lift. And we're going to come into leg changes now. So same thing we were just doing, we're going to simultaneously switch our legs. So here we go. And exhale. So as you're switching your legs, you're just kind of hitting this point where the legs kind of just cross each other. Trying to keep the spine down. Legs are pointed as we are maintaining that abdominals. It's a little bit harder than just the single ones because we're moving simultaneously here. And two more. Last one. And bring those like the tabletop. And lower your feet down. Alright, we're going to come into our 100 prep, and this leads to a more complicated, more intermediate exercise that you are not going to be doing in this class. We're just going to prepare for that by doing what's called the 100 prep. So we're going to bring one leg to tabletop, other leg to tabletop as it joins it, keeping those legs and feet together the whole time. Raise those arms up above your head. The palms will be facing the ceiling for this. Inhale to prepare, and on your exhale, we're going to raise our head, neck, chest, and on as we come up to this 100 prep, lowering the arms to the sides in a hover. On our inhale, we're going to raise our arms up to 90 degrees and then lower our head, neck, and chest down. So one more time, inhale to prepare, exhale as we raise our head, neck, chest, and arms up to this position. And as on our inhale, we're going to raise our arms to 90 degrees and then lower our head, neck, and chest. So again, raising everything up together and bringing it all the way back down together. Your arms should not be coming down, should be hovering the whole time. We're going to do 2 more. As we inhale to prepare, exhale, raising up to the sky and down. And inhaling as we come all the way down. Last one, inhale to prepare as we exhale, coming all the way up. And inhaling as we come down. Perfect. Bring one foot down and the other foot down. All right, this next one may seem intermediate, but again, it is foundational. It's called the roll up. So we're going to bring our feet and our legs out straight in front of us. Again, legs together, feet will be pointed. We're going to bring our arms up over our heads, palms facing inward. You're going to clap your hands inward. Now, on our inhale, we're going to raise our arms up as we bring our head, neck, and chest up. On our exhale, we're going to roll all the way up, coming into this C curve with our spine, and our arms are straight out in front of us. If I look side to side, I can see the room around me. We're going to inhale to prepare and exhale as we slowly roll all the way back down into our starting position. Arms coming down here first and then going back to the starting position. So again, inhale as we lift our head, neck, chest, and arms right here. Exhale, roll all the way up, hitting this C curve. We're not too far forward, we're not too far back. Inhaling to prepare as we exhale, coming all the way back down. We're gonna do 2 more. Again, inhale as we raise our head, neck, chest, and arms up. Exhaling up into our C curve. As you come into the C curve, your eye gaze is at the top of your knees. You're not looking up, you're not looking sideways, right down at your knees. Inhaling to prepare, exhale as we raise all the way back down. And last one, you can do it. Inhale to come up. Exhale as we round into that C curve, looking at those kneecaps. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, roll all the way down, back to our starting position. So still laying on our backs here, we're gonna bring our right leg up to the sky. This bottom leg that's anchored here will be pointed. This top leg will be flexed the whole time. Again, having these active arms into the mat. We're gonna go into leg circles. So we're going to inhale as you bring this leg over your side body towards center, and we're gonna circle around and back to start. Over, around, and back to start. Kind of like a little bit of a half circle, and it can be as big or as little as you want. So we're gonna go inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, back center, and we're gonna switch directions, now coming out toward our side body, down and around. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and bring that leg to tabletop and float it down to the bottom. I'm gonna bring that other leg up to the ceiling again. Pointed foot down here, flexed foot here. So starting by going toward your center body, we're gonna inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and other direction. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, last one, inhale, and exhale. Great job, bring that leg down and back to the ground. All right, this one's actually kind of a fun one, so we're gonna take ourselves up to the top of our mats. We're gonna go into roll like a ball.
This is really great for our spine, and it's kind of fun to do as well, so let's do it. So we're gonna bring ourselves onto our sit bones, grabbing at our ankles. And we're just gonna hover our feet off the ground like this. You wanna have your elbows slightly away from your legs so they're not hugging too tightly. There's a little bit of space in between. Looking up towards the very front of your gaze. On our inhale, we're gonna roll back, exhale to come up. Trying to keep that hover the whole time, which it's hard to do, I'm not gonna lie. And inhaling to come back, exhaling up. And let's do 2 more. And inhale, exhale. Nice. You can place your feet down. All right, we're gonna go into our spine stretch. So we're going to bring our legs out in front of us, about shoulder width distance apart. Feet will be flexed, dorsiflexed the whole time. We're going to bring our arms right in front of us, palms facing in, and you're gonna clap. Think about with your arms too having this blade figure. You don't want your fingers sprawled, you don't want your thumbs going funky, just blades the whole time. Think about sitting up against a wall behind you during this exercise. We're gonna inhale to prepare, and on our exhale, we're gonna start with the crown of our head, just like in our roll down, coming down into our chest, lifting from our top of the spine, lower spine, coming all the way down, and then shifting our pelvis forward as we stretch as far as we can forward. You may not stretch as far as me, you may stretch farther, and that's okay. Inhale to pause, and on our exhale, we're gonna start by tilting that pelvis back and then articulating back up through the spine as we come back up against that wall we just came off of. So again, inhale to prepare, and as we exhale, we're gonna peel off that wall, starting with the crown of our head as we start to lower our arms down. You can't peel anymore until you shift that pelvis forward, coming into this stretch. You should feel this stretch. Inhale to prepare as we exhale, peeling back off that wall. Start with that pelvis coming back and then peel right back up. You should be coming straight back up against that wall. You have a partner or a friend, sit back to back and you can peel off each other's backs. It's kind of a cool feeling. We're gonna do 1 more. So arms back in front, remember these feet are flexed. As we inhale, exhale, peel the spine down, coming forward, shift the pelvis, come into the stretch. Inhale to prepare. As we exhale, bringing that pelvis back, coming all the way back up the wall. Nice. From here, we're gonna bring our legs together. Still flexing the feet, arms will now come out to a T, palms facing up. From here, we're gonna go into spine twist. So, inhale center, exhale as we twist to your side, pulsing twice, back to center, switch sides as we pulse, back to center. So we're gonna be going exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. So doing the actual breath, it's one more each side. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and let those arms rest. Whew. All right, we're gonna come into some lateral flexion work here. So we're gonna actually lay on our sides going into our side lift. So you're gonna lay exactly on your side, just like this. You're gonna rest your head right on your arm right here. Palm will be facing up towards the sky. This other hand can just kind of hang out right here. It's gonna help keep you stable. So with this exercise, we're gonna think about tilting our pelvis as we are lifting our legs up and down. Your legs will never fully touch the ground. They'll always be in a slight hover. So let's start by hovering those legs, and we're going to exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Again, you might only get your legs and feet a couple inches, couple centimeters off the ground.
Just work on keeping that pelvis tilted and exhaling to come up, inhaling to come down. Let's do 3 more. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Last one, and down. Bring those legs down. We're just gonna push off right here. Swing those legs around real fancy. And come down, laying on your other side. Again, palm will be facing up. This arm is right in front of you as we start to hover those legs. And exhale to tilt as we raise those legs. Inhale to lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Three more. And lower. Up and down. Last one. And down. And you can lower those legs. Nice. We're gonna roll onto our backs, coming into our back extension. For this, think about just laying down. Your legs and your feet will be together the whole time. You can rest your nose on your mat if you want. I'm weird about that. I don't like my face touching the mat, so I hover it. But we're gonna have our arms against our sides, not resting like this, but really pulling into our sides. This should hurt your arms. And we're going to inhale as we come into this slight back extension. Exhale as we lower back to the starting position. So think about a marble rolling off your nose. If you come up to this extension, exhale as we lower back down. Now, you may not get as high as some other people. I can get pretty high, and that's okay. Come into your highest back extension. Again, inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come down. If your arms don't hurt, you're not doing it right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. And lower all the way down. Nice. We're going to go into swimming now. So, bring those legs and arms out in front of you just like this. And this is kind of a fun one. Kind of hurts after a while, so prepare yourself. But we're going to start by raising our left arm and our right leg. Now switch. Just think about this coordination right here of just moving opposite leg with opposite arm. Couple more. Your back should be up and lifted during this too, the whole time. All right, we're gonna speed the process up now, going into our real swimming. So ready? And go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swim. Keep swimming, guys. Couple more sets. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last set. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And lower. Nice. Now, bring your forearms to the mat and just lift off those forearms. Come back into a rest position. You want to think about your tailbone coming down to your butt. Stretching those arms out. Just breathe here. Get a nice stretch. It's always good to stretch after some back extension. Alright, roll on up. We're going to come into our front support. This is an intermediate exercise, but I'm going to throw this in here. There's so much we can do with this position that has so many other exercises, and it's really important to learn. I think of it as more foundational, although it is an intermediate exercise. If you're not comfortable trying it out, don't do it, but if you are, give it a try. We're going to come into what's called front support, or some people call it a plank. So arms and wrists will be in front of you, shoulders over wrist. We're going to bring one foot out and bring the other foot out. It will be flexed. And then from here, we're pretty much here. This is the position. We're going to exhale as we bend one leg in
Inhale that other leg out. Exhale, bring the other leg in. Inhale out. Going a little bit faster now. It's almost like mountain climbers, but in this position. If you have to brush your leg against the mat, totally fine. The goal is to just hover it though. Couple more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. And lower down to your knees. It's always good to just stretch those wrists out after anything where you're weight bearing. I have wrist issues, so I always like to just give them a little bit of a wiggle. If you don't need that, you're very lucky, but stretch them out. Okay, we have one last exercise, and this is again an intermediate exercise, but it's really fun. It's called corkscrew. You're just laying on your back. It's maybe like you're laying in bed. So, we're gonna come laying on our backs. So we're gonna come laying onto our backs, arms pressed into the mat as we bring our legs up to the ceiling perpendicular. Feet will be pointed. Now for corkscrew, we're gonna change and alternate directions each time we do it. So we're going to inhale as we keep our legs together, bringing them to the left, exhaling as we circle around, back up the other side, back to center. Now we're switching directions, we alternate with this one. So inhale to the other side, exhaling down and around, back up to center. Again, alternate. Inhale, down, around to center. Eyes are just straight up at the ceiling as you circle around and up. Your circles can be smaller than this too. They don't have to be these huge, ginormous circles if you can't maintain this pelvic stabilization. If yours are just this tiny, that's great. You'll work up to it. Let's do a couple more. Around and up. And last one on this side. Over, around, and up. Perfect. Bring your legs down to the floor and just stretch it out real quick like you're just waking up. I think it feels good. Nice. And we're gonna just rock and roll up. Coming back to standing. We're gonna end class how we started class with our roll downs. So again, feet will be hip width distance apart. Slight micro bend in these knees. Arms will be out to our sides in these blade fingers. Chest up and proud. And we're gonna start by bringing our crown of the head to our chest as we start to lower down to our mat. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming as far down as you can. I have a problem with this, let the neck relax as you come down. And when you're ready, exhale as you start to roll back up, coming back up the opposite way you came down. The head will be the last thing to come all the way up. Nice, and one more. Remember, head comes in and start to roll all the way down, bending those legs, letting our arms hang freely, relaxing the head. And when you're ready, we're gonna exhale to come all the way back up to the top of the mat. Crown of the head is the very last thing to come up. And raise your arms to the sky and to heart center. And you are done. Awesome. Again, that was our foundational beginner class with 2 intermediate exercises. I had a good time teaching this class. I'm still kind of learning the breath patterns, so that's why there were some weird transitions in there with it not being just a full-length video. But check back in. I'm going to be uploading a beginner intermediate class, an intermediate class, and we're going to work our way up to the advanced exercises, which are hard. So thank you for joining me, and if you want to work up to intermediate, I recommend doing this one a couple more times until you feel like you really have the moves down. So thank you for joining, and I'll see you guys next time.